More than 200 people are missing in northern India after part of a Himalayan glacier broke free, triggering flash floods. A massive search and rescue mission is underway in Uttarakhand state. At least 19 people are confirmed dead. The rescue effort is focused on two tunnels cut off by the floodwaters where dozens are trapped. Many of the missing had been working in power plants slammed by the avalanche.
आज सुबह से फिर से हमने अपने जो सर्च ऑपरेशन है सेकंड टनल के लिए उसको इंटेंसिफाई कर दिया है। लगभग 30 लोगों के वहाँ फंसे होने की हमें सूचना है और हमारे लगभग 300 जवान आईटीबीपी के वहाँ पर लगातार टनल को क्लियर करने में लगे हुए हैं जिससे लोगों को वहाँ से निकाला जा सके।
This is the moment the glacier broke off, sending water, mud and rocks rushing downstream. It's not clear what has set off the glacier at this time of the year. There had been no rain to trigger the incident. Rebecca Bundan joins us live for more on this story. Rebecca, what challenges are rescue workers facing?
It's proving very, very difficult, these rescue operations, as more than 200 people, it's emerging, are feared still missing. Those numbers rising because these are remote areas and it's taken some time to ascertain the reports of the people that are actually missing, with many of them being workers on these hydropower projects that were essentially swept away by these floods triggered by that glacier breaking off and then bursting a dam nearby and that flowing down the river to wipe away yet another power project. So one of the tunnels, they did manage to rescue 12 people from on Sunday. Today, the work has really been focused on another tunnel at this hydropower project, which is actually much, much longer, some 2 kilometers long. And that's proving really, really tough because of the terrain, because of the amount of debris and sludge that they've had to clear. So it's reported that even clearing 100 meters of that has taken out several hours, and they're still working on that as we speak. And it's approaching nightfall later, and that will make things all the more difficult. And it's feared that some 30 workers could be trapped in that tunnel. There are hundreds of people on the ground helping with all these rescue operations from the National Disaster Response Forces, state disaster response forces, the Army, the Navy, the Indo-Tibetan Border Police as well. Everybody is working really hard, but it's really, there are these tough conditions to work through, and more equipment has been brought in to work on that tunnel in particular as they try to get through to those people. But as the hours continue, as time goes on, it's feared that many more people, many more bodies will be discovered, and that the death toll could rise in this situation, this tragedy that's taken place in Uttarakhand in North India with that Himalayan glacier breaking off and causing these floods.
Rebecca, as relief efforts continue, there's still the question of how this happened. Are we any closer to understanding that?
Well, a team of scientists have been sent in to look at the situation and to try and find out exactly what happened. Landslides and flooding, they are very common for that region in the state of Uttarakhand. In 2013, for example, almost 6,000 people are believed to have been killed in deadly floods that took place during very heavy monsoon rain. So the area is no stranger to things like landslides, flooding from rains. But this kind of incident with that glacier breaking off, that is something that's more unusual, and scientists will have to investigate that and really look closely to find out exactly what happened. But at the same time, there's also a lot of environmental experts are linking this to climate change. They say that could be a significant factor in this happening. And at the same time, that there are other factors as well, including development in the region. Some environmental experts are saying that there's been too much of a development push in the area, and that could be something that's led to some of these problems as well. So that's another factor that's really being talked about. There are also questions being raised about why the dam and why these power projects weren't able to survive the flooding as well, given that it is an area that's known for flooding. Questions about why that actually happened and how it's led to so much devastation. So this is all something that's being investigated. And as those relief operations, rescue operations continues, this will be looked at more closely as well.